Welcome to one of my favourite maps on the entire site, the island. This is one of the old sites, one of the old maps. This has been here since probably Combat Zone even started. What you're looking at is, well, by clues in the title, it's an island. The island's just over there. You've got multiple bridges to get onto the island with. You've got one bridge over there, one bridge map just been framed just over there, there's a woodland structure, and there's a bridge just on the far hand side of the actual island itself. That's the only way you can get onto the island. There is a moat going all the way around the island. Don't go in there, you're not allowed. It's paintball rules, health and safety rules. So yeah, that's just a no-go zone. What we tend to use on this one, again, is attack and defend. Attack and defend matches here are brilliant because you've got the attacking team will start off maybe 100 metres down that way. Defensive team obviously on the bridge. There is a flag in the centre of the bridge. All the attacking team have got to do is either drop the flag or raise the flag and do the opposite of what the defence have done to the flag. And they can attack again through all this. You've got quite an open area here, I must admit. This is quite open, but you've got lots of wood, a line of very dense bushes over here. You've got over that side, it's quite open. But again, you've got defensive structures like these containers that you can see dotted around, all around the island structure. This area is brilliant for snipers on both sides of it, the attack and the defence. If you're defending, a well-tuned SRS will hit the attacking team in their starting point. And I've done it. It does happen. It's a fluke of a shot, I'll guarantee you, it will be a fluke of a shot. But you can just about do it if you're stepped right up against the end of the island here and shooting the least amount of distance. Again, if you are an attacking team and you're a sniper, again, all manner of bushes here for you to hide, sneak up on and get very close to the enemy but still being outside of your MED. Again, for all you AEG users, again, you've got a brilliant ability to storm these bridges with aggression, and it's a very, very good site for that. This whole map is brilliant. I'll say it's been here about 6 years. Well, it's been here as long as I've been airsofting anyway. Bit of a kudos point here. The bridge you can't see, just what I'm pointing at, was redone. In fact, all the bridges were redone, but that bridge there was redone after I had a little bit of an accident. I'm not going to say that I caused the need for it to be redone, but you know, it was a bit slippery. I had at the time a TMP90. Myself and two other guys, I think, or three other guys, were on the bridge. We're defending this bridge for all our life, and the enemy is slowly pushing round. If they can shoot down the bridge, we're all going to get slotted. So we decided as soon as they get close enough, we're all going to peel off. And we're going to peel off in a military-style fashion, one off, go around the side onto the island side and put fire down as the other two members fall off. Fall off was probably the word that I took most notice to, because as I ran off, holding my P90, a guy in front of me had moved, he was out of the way, and as I put my foot on the ramp part on the island side, it had chicken mesh on it, which was supposed to give it grip. It didn't. It was an autumn/winter day. It was quite wet. My feet went out from underneath me. I smashed my back on the bridge, bounced off the bridge, threw a P90 that way. I rolled off this way. I landed in a lot of leaves, being that time of year. And all I can still hear this now, is somebody shouting out, man down, medic and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, ah, crap, who's that? Oh, truth, it's me. So yeah, very important bridge there. And I'm glad to say that it's a lot more safer now, a lot more stronger. In fact, I'm actually quite glad that it was the old bridge I did it on, because there's a bit of flexibility in the bridge, because there's no flexibility in that bridge. You will break your back if you do the same thing. So again, it's just a case of being safe and being aware of your surroundings. And here we are, finally, on the last map here at Combat Zone. I'm knackered. I've never had to run around in my life. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the village, one of the larger map areas here at Combat Zone. It's called the village because, well, there's lots of structures like the one right next to me which you can't see because I managed to misframe the camera. Well done. You've got lots of wood shed-like structures with metal around them. Again, a brilliant ability to make BBs sound a lot more scarier when they're hitting metal. Lots and lots of these structures are all around the whole area, but the big point here on the village is just over there. It's called the compound. It's called a compound for a reason, because it's a compound. Surrounded by camo netting, fencing, has 2 doors at the front, one on this side, one on the other side, and a massive great big hole in the back end that you can get into. And I believe we have, although it's out of frame at the moment, but we actually do have North Korea's only working ICBM. Don't tell Kim, he'll want it back. But yeah, the centre part of this whole map is the compound structure. Now, most of the time, this is again attack and defend style site. Very wide. Safe zone is just over the side there. It's pretty much up against the safe. It's not up against the safe zone. There is a buffer zone between the safe zone and the match area, but it's pretty close to it. And it goes all the way to the side of the site, which is just over there, and the rear of the site is just over there. So we're pretty much now on the top end of combat zone. Usually for airsoft matches, the attacking team will be starting off on the island that we was just on, get off the bridges, deploy out and attack the village. The defending team can house as many troops as they want in any of the houses, any of the huts. Usually there is a very big metal container building just over there, which I think has still got the word hospital on it. That's usually as far as a defending team can go forward. Usually what happens is the defending team will come through, kill all the enemy, and that's usually when the match is over. This is very open. There is very little camouflage, there's very little foliage on the floor for a sniper to hide in, or anyone to hide in for that matter. The only real place is up against the side of the site there, running down to the corner there, where there is some very, if not low down, but very good foliage that doesn't stab you and doesn't have thorns on it. I've been known to hide a few times in there. It is quite difficult to get in there, if I'm honest, but usually one of the stipulations of the match here is if a defending team has a member of their team alive, when the attacking team has cleared this area, they'll be penalised by an amount of time per amount of defending players that have been found. So yeah, it does add a little bit of another degree, another angle to this style of match. It's not just a case of just shooting everyone, you actually have to go through this whole site, whole map area, clearing the whole entire area. So again, this is one of the maps that has been around since I've been here, well, all the time I've been here. It has been expanded on. We've got more of these red style shed buildings. We've got a few of the old brown style buildings at the back there. Oil drums. We've got some of the containers that were usually around the church area. They're on here as well. Obviously Kim's missile is down here. The actual compound area itself has actually been expanded quite a lot. It used to be, I believe, just the actual compound itself with a fence around it and the 2 doors. Now it's all that and a massive great big wooden even tower there that you can get at least 4 big burly airsofters on there without risk of falling off the thing. So again, a very, very good match area here at Combat Zone. Right, I thought I'd take this time, as we've pretty much gone around the entire site. The only area we haven't touched is, what do they call it, cotton reels, that's it, which is way over there on the other side of the site. Again, it's like this, minus the buildings, but with cotton reels. Those big wooden drums that wire comes on for building materials and all that kind of stuff, those kind of structures. So it's not really, it's nothing you haven't seen before, let's put it that way. But I thought I'd take this time to talk about the health and safety side of Lincolnshire Airsoft Club. It's all very well showing off our home site, but it's health and safety that keeps this sport going. Now here at Lincolnshire Airsoft Club, we take health and sorry, I'm not a member of the staff, I've got to take the royal we out of this. The staff here take health and safety very seriously. We've got, obviously, eyewear protection is a must. If you're under, under a young age, they have to wear the face mask. I can't remember the age, I've forgotten about it. But yes, if you're ridiculously young, you're wearing a face mask, full face mask, which the club does have as part of the rental packages. FPS wise, we have, let's see now, AEGs are allowed at 350 feet per second on .2s. DMR users are 400 feet per second with a 20 metre minimum engagement distance on .2s, and snipers with bolt action sniper rifles are 500 feet per second on .2s and a 35 metre minimum engagement distance. Now, even though I say it's .2s, we are there we go again with the royal we, they are starting, or have been doing for some time now, to actually measure on joules, which is a much more effective way of measuring your ammunition. What you do is, you go to the safe zone, go to the chrono point, and there'll be an LAC member there with chrono and a chart, so there's no arguing about what is what. He'll ask you what ammunition you are using, and 9 times out of 10 they have a selection of ammunition for them to use. So you say your rifle is set up .28, not a problem, sir. Drop the magazine, or I have an empty magazine. He'll put some 2.8s that he knows are 2.8s, not that he doesn't trust you, but you know, we've got to be safe. Load up your magazine, load your mag into the gun, fire a shot to make sure the gun is firing, put the chrono on the end of the gun, fire a shot, reading, fire a shot, reading, fire a shot, reading. He'll get a batch of numbers, and if you are using the correct ammunition of which you say, he has a chart, there you go. And you'll have no argument as to whether it's legal or not legal. In the 6 years I've been here, I know of 2 people that tried to mislead the chrono team. Both were caught very quickly, and considering that in the summer, like now, this site attracts over 100 players, and probably will attract 100 players today, that's quite good going. There's a lot of marshals around here. They're all well trained. They're all trained in first aid. They're all keen airsofters. Some of them are ex-military, and they don't miss a beat. And they'll be out here during the matches, walking around, and if you have an issue, they're there for you. If you have one of the big things that the club boss does not like is cheat calling. I don't like cheat calling. It sucks. It ruins the sport. But all you need to say is, you're sat here, take some shots at someone, you think they hit. The last thing you're going to do is go to that person and go, oi, you person, take your hits. You're going to go, Marshall, it's like being back at school, isn't it? Yes, yes. Marshall will come over. I believe that player there is, I shot him, I believe I've hit him. Can you keep an eye on him? And what will happen is the marshal then go over there, he'll be in the general area, he'll be able to keep an eye out, and they will spot a cheater very, very quickly. Like I say, they're all very well trained. What else do we need to cover? Lincolnshire Airsoft Club do take rental packages, or give out rental packages. It is price-wise for this club, it is £20 if you have your own kit and you're a member. Sorry, £20 if you have your own kit. If you're a member, when you pay your £20, you'll get a, what do they call them? Joker cards, that was it. If you get 3 Joker cards, on the 4th match, you'll come in, you give your 3 Joker cards back, and you get that whole match free of charge. £20 wiped off, free of charge. So it is a benefit to playing here at Lincolnshire Airsoft Club. Rental packages are, I believe, £20 on top of the other £20. So you pay £20 to walk on, and £20 to rent. Your rental package will consist of a face protection if you haven't got glasses like I'm wearing now. If you're a youngster, or if you are a youngster, you'll be wearing a full face mask. Now these are very, very comfortable face masks. I've seen some ones in my time that look like absolute garbage. These ones are actually pretty damn good. Some money was spent on them. You'll also get a webbing in a lovely British Army DPM green, or woodland DPM. You'll get your choice of AEG. I think now they're running pretty much M4s or M4 variant rifles. We used to have an AK, I think sat somewhere in the collection, but I think that's gone now. You get 2 high capacity magazines preloaded with the ammunition that come with them. So that's what, 350 rounds, I believe, per magazine. Obviously, you're going to come out here, you're going to start taking shots, you're going to run through that ammunition fairly quickly. So, like I say in the start of this video, there is a shop all the way back there. BB prices, I can't remember what they are off the top of the head. They fluctuate for the manufacture of the BBs, but generally speaking, I found them to be on par, if not a little cheaper, than any of the BBs that are out there in the, you know, when you order off the internet. Obviously, you're not paying delivery because you're picking it up. So yeah, prices for the BBs very, very good. Again, with the gas cans, a multiple choice of varieties of gas. They do tend to, in the summer, just stick with mostly the green gas varieties because you're not going to want to go hot gas. But in the winter time, they probably will get a batch of the more hotter gas that is used for when the temperatures around here gets freaking cold. But again, price-wise for gas cans are usually on par with what you see around the £9, £10, £11, depending on the size of the gas can and the make as well. Sometimes the make alters the price. I've never understood that, but hey ho. At the moment, I believe they're going through a batch of ultra green gas. I'm running that in the Mark 23, and it's absolutely fantastic. And like I said, I think it was about £9.50, I think, off the top of my head. It was a while ago since I bought it, but hey presto. So yeah, like I say, the shop is all the way back there. There is a shop for Combat Zone, which is about 10 metres that way from our shop, where they sell food. You will have snacky stuff, ice creams, drinks, consisting of those wonderful monster drinks, all the way to the actual drinks that hydrate you. Lovely monster drinks in the summer, but the hydration drinks, the liquids, the waters and all that are a lot more better, especially when it's ridiculously hot. There is a hot food facilities. You have to pre-buy your hot dog or burger or whatever it is they're doing at the time. I think the prices start at £2. I think it's £2, £2.50? Something like that ballpark. I can't remember exactly. I never have it because I have my lunch. But what happens is you speak to the paintballers, you get a ticket, you give them the money. When lunchtime comes around, give your ticket in, you get a hot dog. So it's actually really, really good. I must admit, the guys who are members of Zoidwolf, a lot of them have the lunch here, and yeah, it looks really good. It's a hot dog for crying out loud. You can't go wrong with a hot dog. So yes, I do believe that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully, I don't forget, and I'm going to show you guys what the safe zone looks like. It's very, very important. I can imagine by now it's getting quite full. So yes, I'm CraftySniper. I hope you found this video informative. I hope you found Combat Zone a very, very good site. I know you've seen it in a few of my videos, you've seen it in other people's videos and photos. Zoidwolf's photos are pretty good showing off this site, but it's nice to actually see the site a little bit more often in this video. So if you have any questions about Combat Zone, ping them over to me. More than happy to answer them. If you want to actually come here and play, if you go onto Facebook and put in the search ring Lincolnshire Airsoft Club, it'll come up with the Facebook page for them. Likewise, if you go onto Google and Google Lincolnshire Airsoft Club.co.uk, I think it is, .com, whichever one it is, just put in Lincolnshire Airsoft Club into Google and it's the first one that pops up. And you'll be able to pre-book your rental package, you'll be able to pre-book all sorts of lovely goodies, and you can be right here having a bloody good time in the future. So, like I say, hope you found this video informative. Stay safe. I'll see you guys very, very soon on another video.